back, everyone, to the GOAT Talk podcast. It has been a long time since I've been on here. Joey is not joining us this evening, but I am back here, hopefully for the foreseeable future. Excited to be with Chris and Greg. We're going to talk all things World Cup first, and then we'll talk about maybe a little Red Sox Yankees rivalry since it's just the three of us going into the second half of the MLB season, and then talk about maybe the home run derby a little bit, the All-Star game, and then possibly where is LeBron James going to end up here in the NBA. There's a lot of speculation going on, but first and foremost, Chris, Greg, it's good to be back, and let's jump right into the World Cup.
Like he never left. That was so
L-
good.
Let's just say, Sal, we missed you. You're back. Let's freaking go, baby. Come on.
So
Oh, so
World
great.
Cup today, we got to talk about today first, obviously, because we're recording this here Wednesday, July 15th in the evening. So the World Cup final match is now set. It is going to be Argentina versus Spain. And let's just talk about the Spain game first, because that was yesterday, correct? That game was,
Correct. Yes.
Yep.
and that was Spain France. So good game, I thought, for the most part. Didn't really watch a whole lot of it. I watched more of the game today, but any talking points for from the France Spain game yesterday?
Yeah. I think we anticipated it to be, I think, a little bit more of a, I don't want to say shootout, but it was 2-0. Still a really good game. I think France really did put the pressure on. I just don't think their main guys were on the tip top of their form. Um, and Spain is just so young and so good. And they really caught a groove. I mean, they started off the tournament really, really slow with that tie. I forget who they played the first game.
I think it
It
was
was
Cape
one of
Verde.
was it Cape Verde? I don't
I think
remember if
so.
it was
Let me
Cape
double
Verde
check
or
right now,
not.
but I'm pretty sure it was Cape Verde, which is insane. Yes, Cape Verde it
It
was.
was Cape Verde.
How
They taught
crazy
was
is
it 1-1
that,
or
though?
was it 0-0?
0-0.
0-0, right? And so
Wow.
everybody was just like, "Wow, that's kind of a wicked big." Even though like nobody technically won, like if you're Cape Verde, that's the
That's a
biggest
win.
game of their life, right?
That's a
And
win for Cape
so
Verde.
and so you know, I think the better team did win the game. I mean, everybody was talking about France and how dominant they were. You could talk about, maybe a little bit they were um, in a weaker group a little bit, and so I just think Spain is so young and so technically good in that midfield, but it's not even just the midfield; it's the entire team is so good at going forward and creating chances. And I just think Spain took the lead, they parked the bus, and France didn't have any answers for them in the end.
So honestly, like I agree. Yes, Spain's young. They're hungry. They're really really great to watch, and they're a really really obviously incredible team. But I do think France is the better team as a whole. However, that don't matter now, right? Like France was the team to beat. Let's just call it what it was. France
Yeah,
was like the alpha dog. They had it was the it was all in their hands. They could have won that game, or they could have won this thing. But the bottom line is Spain's hot, and they're young and they're hungry, and now Spain's golfing. Or, I'm sorry, Jesus Christ. Now France is golfing. Yep, I was due for one of
Well, they're
those
probably
today.
on a plane
Sorry.
right now, but you know,
Oh, well, you know what though? Thinking about golf or whatever. But point being is incredible game, incredible, just outcome. And honestly, I do love this matchup, which I think we're going to talk about soon too.
well, then let's talk about today's game. You got England and Argentina. England's up 1-0 going late into the game. I think it was like in the 80 something, 80
the 84th, 85th minute. Yeah,
somewhere around there, where Argentina scored on a really nice assist by Messi. Great goal. It was funny. I was getting ready to have a meeting with a potential client, and they had it on in the place, and when it tied 1-1, and then we were in the meeting, and I just heard all this commotion behind me on the TV, and I was like, well, somebody scored, not sure who, and then turned it was Argentina. Messi with another assist. Argentina's good, man. Argentina is interesting because in soccer, typically speaking, it's really hard to come back. It's very hard to come back when you're down in soccer. And to do it the way Argentina's been doing it this tournament during the World Cup, I think is going to give them an edge above Spain. Not saying that's who's going to win, but I'm saying from a match play, from a mindset play, if you're Spain and you're down 1-0, that's not safe. If you're down 2-0 or up 2-0, that's not safe for Argentina. They just find a way. They do. They should have been eliminated
I
2 rounds ago.
I agree, and I think you can, for the lack of better terminology, they're the top dog of the tournament. They're the defending world champions. They're going to do what defending world champions do, and they're going to grind and they're going to battle. Even the way they won it last year against France, I still think France was the better team in 2022 when they finally won it. But they find ways, and that little dude who's 5'7" running around putting the entire country on his shoulder, it is really magic to watch. And he is really the focal point of everything. Like, he had the 2 assists late today, and you can. I was watching. I was at work, unfortunately. I really couldn't watch it. But I was getting game updates and everything, and I watched the highlights at home, and it did really look like in the second half, Argentina was really dominating the flow of the game and the possession. Which 9 times out of 10, if you dominate possession and you create the most chances, you're gonna win the game. And for them to go 1-0 down, like, really fairly recently, like, not like fairly quickly after the restart after halftime, um, was really, like, against the flow of play. But they have been, and throughout this whole tournament, it's been really shaky for them until the final, like, 15-10 minutes. And then I don't know what switches on. Messi goes into GOAT mode, and it's just game, set, match. And I love how you were talking about it too, Sal, how when you were at the place, at work, and you had people hooting and hollering when everybody scored and everything. When's the last time, I think, collectively as a nation, people have been at work and cheering for soccer? in,
Yeah.
in the United States, anyways,
In
right?
the
And I
States,
think,
it's been a long
I
time.
think, I think that's so cool to hear. And, like, because I've been watching soccer for a long time, and I think it is so cool now to see of how many people are actually enjoying and seeing how really close and entertaining some of these games can be. Every single knockout round game, especially for Argentina, but every game period has gone, like, extra time or, like, the double extra time and then penalties, or has been extremely close in a comeback and down to literally the 90th minute. It has been awesome to watch, and just, I'm so happy, but I'm sad at the same time that it's almost over.
One game left.
One game left, man.
With it being
And
one
we
game left, who does everyone pick to win the World Cup? Does Argentina go back to back?
Experience, and you can. Messi is like Tom Brady. You can never bet against him. You can't. And I think with the experience that the Argentina team as a whole has at the biggest game, I think may put them over the edge. I don't want to say that Spain is going to the lights are going to be too bright for Spain, because I mean they have a top 5 player on the planet and he's 19, so, like, nothing is going to get to him at this point. I think it's more of the supporting cast a little bit that the lights may be a touch bright, but I think in the end, experience trumps all, and I think Argentina is going to win their second consecutive World Cup.
So my answer for that is stay tuned till the end of the episode. I'm not telling you yet.
Greg's going to leave us hanging on the ball bet.
You might know what's coming up. Hint, hint, bald. Here we go. But yeah,
Well, we will pause until the end of the episode for Greg's pick. But let's move
don't
on to
skip. Watch it all.
but moving on to just some more relevant sports news. Obviously, the LeBron James conversation of now no longer being a part of the Lakers. There's speculation that the Lakers are going to be better without him. There's some speculation, I believe maybe Joey sent it in a chat of ours earlier that there's like a linear uh, phenomenon of things that have happened where like LeBron James maybe could like go back to the Heat because of all the other things that had happened predecessed in the sports cycle throughout the calendar year so far. So curious to hear Chris and Greg your thoughts on where does LeBron James go and why does he go there?
I'll start with this one, Chris.
Yeah, I was going to give you the
You're
reins
very
on
good.
this
You're
one, Big
very
Dog.
good at starting and then just yeah. Anyway, love you, buddy. But having said that, so where do I think he's gonna go versus where do I want he's gonna go? It's a different story, right? It's tough. My worry is he goes to Philly, and I don't want that. I don't think Chris wants that either. By the way,
Definitely not.
like, yeah, Philly is a scary spot for him to go to. It unfortunately does make sense for him because their starting five in some way, shape, or form would be Tyrese Maxey, VJ Edgecombe, Jalen Brown, LeBron, and Joel Embiid. When they're all on the floor, it's a really scary starting five. Um, Having said that, too, I want him to either go to Cleveland, and people might not like this answer, or Golden State. I say that too because I just want to see him and Steph play for one season together. I know they're not in their peaks, but like that duo would be so much fun. We got a glimpse of it in the Olympics, and it was just a joy to watch. Do I think they'd win the chip? Fuck no. That's okay though. Right? Like it's just fun to watch that shit.
Mhm.
But personally, I think for him the most sense, honestly, is Cleveland. I think it'd be fun to start there, end there. Miami to me does not make much sense. You're getting LeBron, and they already have Giannis, and they already have Bam. Like I don't, I hate the fit as it is to begin with. Chris, you have the mic up to your mouth. What do you got? Let's hear it.
I mean, I think it really just depends on what stage mentally he's at. Because you hear a lot of the stuff that Rich Paul says, and you hear a lot of the stuff that Windhorst says, Sham says. It's we'll never know until it's go time, right? Until everything is announced. Like if he's actually in the mindset of boosting his legacy and trying to get that last ring, Cleveland makes sense. Philly makes sense. There was a lot of speculation. I know Homer take, everything like that. He was at a concert. He was hanging out with Jason Tatum a lot this weekend.
That's never happening.
I don't think he's going to Boston, but
No.
ESPN is going to have something to click on, want you to click on. So they're going to pipe that up. I agree with you 100%, Greg. Miami just makes no sense. I know he played there in the past and everything, but even with the addition of Giannis, I just don't
It's not
think
a
that
fit.
team is very good. Like, I just don't think it's going to be a clown show with Bam. He's already beaten up former teammates out in Vegas. Giannis is probably going to have all three of his brothers on the team, or else he's going to sit out the whole season. Like, I don't think Braun wants to deal with any of that at this stage of his
There's no
career.
shooting.
Exactly.
I think though, like to me, whatever team he goes to, I think the reason why it's taking so long is because teams are really methodically thinking about does it make sense and is it smart to bring LeBron James to us? Because at this point, all you're bringing is the name. Yes, he can still play, but I do think there's some truth to like, what more do you have to prove? Like, why are we still playing? And in my opinion, this may be a hot take, and I'm not a big NBA like guy in general, but I think players in general are playing way too long in their career in all sports. Now, in the current state of sports. And I think LeBron has exceeded his stay in the NBA. You got to play with your son. You're the first person to do that. What more do you need to prove? And I'm going to bring it up. You look at Jordan, right? Jordan was able to do it with different teams and different turnover and the same core guys. LeBron has kind of been a little bit of a ring chaser and like a clout chaser throughout his career to go play at the next best spot. And I think a lot of teams right now are like, why would we bring him in and ruin something when you know you got to guarantee him 25 on the floor every night?
But are you necessarily ruining anything though? I mean, he's still averaging like 22 a game. So.
Yeah, but let's say he goes to Minnesota because there's speculation he goes to Minnesota, right? You're taking away time from the big three in Minnesota to put LeBron in there. And does it benefit you or hurt you?
Who's the fucking big three in Minnesota?
I'm just saying they've been good.
If you say Rudy Gobert, I'm hanging up.
Exactly.
But they've been good the last couple of years. Does LeBron make them better? I don't.
He's not going to Minnesota. First of all,
I'm just saying. I think this whole thing at this point. It's not even LeBron. It's other players too. Like we were talking about this today at work. It's like, for example, like Aaron Rodgers. He should have hung it up 3 years ago. There's no reason you need to still be playing in the NFL. There's no reason you need to do. You're a first ballot Hall of Famer. You're just done. Like you're gonna suck on the Steelers this year. You and Mike McCarthy aren't gonna be the Green Bay of 2010. It's over. Like goodbye. See
I love it. I love it. You have that hate, and I love it.
But I'm just saying, like, but even with hockey, I think Ovechkin, he's still really good. He's still really, really good. And Joey would probably bite my head off if he was on here. But do I think Alexander Ovechkin needs to sign another 1-year deal to play with the Capitals? Absolutely not. What more do you have to prove? You're the greatest of all time with Gretzky. You guys are 1A and 1A2. Like, who else? What do you have to prove?
Gretzky's 1A and 1B and 1C, by the way.
He broke his goals.
I don't give a fuck.
He's still one of the
Everything
greatest
else
all
he's done is
time.
better.
He's still one of the greatest all time.
Okay. But we're not.
Yes.
He's not arguing that.
All right. I'm going to stop before I have a heart attack. My blood pressure's getting high. So
I'm arguing with you, Greg, in the fact that I think LeBron needs to just hang it up. That's what I'm saying.
But okay. We're getting off topic here, but my point being,
no, we're not. No, we're not.
No, we're not.
So you want me to keep going? You're saying?
Well,
no,
can I chime in? Can I chime in? I would like to. I want to chime in here, Sal, because I think the interesting thing that you hit on is like in the team's perspective, like if the team thinks it makes sense. Do you think it makes sense for Golden State though? And that ownership, do you know how many asses they would put in seats?
I think that's probably the only team that he should go to, realistically.
Thank you. That's out.
Okay.
Yes, thank you.
Okay.
That'd be a
and you know what? And so, like, if you're the front office in Golden State, if you're thinking about it not just as like, hey, we have a legit playoff chance at this point, which I don't know if they do. I didn't really watch a ton of Golden State basketball.
You got Steph and LeBron. You do.
But right, you have two of the most polarizing players maybe to ever play this game. Steph Curry changed basketball. LeBron James has been the second coming of Jordan since high school. Like you put those two on the same team. Granted, they're out of their prime. They're still averaging over 20 a game. LeBron averaged 20.9 points per game, 6 rebounds, 7 assists, and shot 51% from the field. I don't really care. I don't really care what team he goes on. He automatically becomes, depending on the team, the best player, if not the second best player on the team.
Yeah, and I agree. I just think that there's teams such as Philly that it doesn't make sense. Yes. You can disagree. Like, that's part of this, right? But I'm just saying, like, I think when you have a team that's crowded already, because Greg talked about the Heat, why would you bring him there? Like, Golden State makes too much sense. Or a team like Utah, like, where there's a couple of people where you can build around him. Like, if there's already 3 stars there, you don't need LeBron. You don't.
But would you if you're Philly, would you entertain bringing LeBron in just for that experience factor? Because
I don't think he helps you.
You bring him in. You know why you bring him in? For asses in the seats.
Yeah, but like at the
They're
end of
already going to have asses.
yeah.
They already have the
No, but
best
like,
starting five in the NBA.
but the merchandise.
Okay, so let me ask you this, Greg. If the Knicks were to look at LeBron,
I would be pissed off.
okay, so why?
There's your answer.
Why?
Okay, all right, valid. But pissed off in the sense that, like, they don't need him. I think Philly has a bigger. No. All right, shut the hell up. My point being, right, is I think the Knicks starting five is kind of set in stone. That's not even a question if he's going to go to the Knicks or not, right? Rich Paul, LeBron's agent, mentioned how, if the Knicks didn't win the chip this year, LeBron would definitely go to the Knicks.
A LeBron Knicks jersey would do fucking numbers,
They are
bro.
trying to leverage this shit right now.
You talk about
Like, they are
attendance.
trying to.
Oh
What?
God.
Talk about attendance.
LeBron at MSG? Are you kidding me? Oh my God.
What about it? I know they're breaking tennis records.
Yeah.
But my point being is, in terms of playing wise, it would hurt them. They don't need him.
Right, and I think it would hurt the
Chemistry.
Sixers too.
See, I don't know. Again, I
Yeah.
don't follow them as closely. So I can't give it.
I mean, I don't either. I'm just purely going off.
Their
of
starting five would be better on paper. But again, you don't know that shit, right?
So, like with Golden State, I think we can kind of all come to a consensus. Like, we think it's Golden State or busts.
Yeah.
Not just because.
Cleveland is another scary.
I mean, Cleveland would be cool in the sense of you start there, you end it there. That would be kind of cool.
Like,
what would their starting five be though? Do we know?
Cleveland
like,
or
Donovan
Golden
Mitchell,
State?
James Harden are there. No, Cleveland.
If LeBron goes, Harden's gone. Or did he resign? Did he resign?
I don't know the answer, actually.
I know Mitchell resigned. He just signed a
Donovan
massive contract.
Obvious. If Donovan Mitchell wasn't there, LeBron would never go there. Because that would be like his D Wade. Like his prime D Wade.
Yeah.
But so, like, if you're Golden State, though, and I kind of think we can all agree that we want to see him and Steph in Golden State. That would be fucking cool as shit, right? And so, like, but like, I think it makes sense for Golden State because obviously you have Steph and Draymond Green, right? They're going to be in the starting five. And then you have, I'm going to butcher this dude's name. It's Brandon Podziemski. I have no idea how to say his last name. And then they have their lottery pick, Yaxel Lendenborg, the small forward from Michigan. And then they have Porzingis.
You are forgetting about one very crucial element that's going to be coming back at some point. Jimmy Butler.
Oh yeah, shit! I forgot about that too.
I know you did.
But he's also coming off of a pretty serious injury. Like, we can expect him to
ACL
not.
Or Achilles?
I think it was his ACL, if I'm not mistaken.
I
Which
I don't think it's better, but it is better. Achilles is worse. I will fight that to the death, bro.
You see how much they massacred my boy D Rose, big dog. Like,
you know how many people have come back from Achilles? I can name 2 off the top of my hands.
Let me ask you guys this, because we were talking about this at breakfast today. This is kind of on topic, but off topic. We were talking about both this LeBron and the All-Star game, and and Bryce Harper came up. And so I'm curious to see your thoughts. What other athlete would you say in a sport that has had the hype that Bryce Harper and LeBron James had coming out of high school and actually lived up to it for as long as they've had in their careers?
For as long as they had. So, like, it's got to be a veteran now that's done this shit.
Yeah, like
active or all time?
No, like, so we were talking about Bryce Harper because it came up and they're like, Bryce Harper was such a good commit out of high school.
Yeah, they thought he was like the second coming of Mickey Mantle.
Right, but this one might been consistent, right? So
I don't know if you. Yeah, all right, sorry.
No, I'm just asking. Like, we have 9 minutes left, so I'm just asking this question because it was just.
I don't know if you can count this guy I'm thinking of, but Shohei. Point being is the hype for like in the other.
I don't think his career. I just don't think his career's long. I mean, I think it's gonna obviously go? But no. You didn't let me finish. I don't think his career has been long enough yet to the point because like LeBron's been doing it since we were in fucking diapers, right? Like,
pretty
right?
much.
And like Shohei, when was his rookie year? 2017?
Yeah, 18.
2018, whatever it was. Like, still, he's been in the MLB for damn near 10 years at this point. Like, that's still a really good career. And I'm not saying that it's not going to get to that point, but I think what Sal is the question that Sal's asking is those vets that those old like I don't think he had the same hype that LeBron had, but like straight out of high school, I mean, you can argue like Kobe, you can argue like KG. Those dudes were straight out of high school. I mean, KG not so much because he didn't like win all the championships and everything like that, but he's still like you can argue he's the second best power forward of all time. You could I'm thinking straight from high school. Um, Mike Trout was kind of nobody really thought about Mike. Was he a 1-1? Was he the first overall pick? I don't think he was. Was he?
I don't know that he was.
No.
Man, I'm trying to think of the other sports.
Like football's tough because everyone goes to college for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but like you could, it was just interesting because we were
Hockey does too for the most part, or you go play European Pro League for a little bit, right?
Pick in the draft.
So you really have like baseball and like basketball.
Yeah.
Like
there's not much you
that's
could
tough.
think about, to be honest.
No, so that's why we were like, it's probably Harper and LeBron, like in the current, from what we know, you know.
From the perspective of high school to.
Do you count JUCO? Because then Bryce Harper is kind of like out of the question.
I don't know that you count JUCO. I don't know that you count JUCO.
No, I mean, no.
Oh, you could a dude on the same team. You could no because he didn't live up to it. I was gonna say Steven Strasburg, like because they thought he was the next fucking Nolan Ryan.
Yeah,
but
for a little while he was.
For a little while he was, but just again, and I was almost about to say like Derrick Rose, but I forgot he went to Memphis. Did he go? No, did he go Memphis? Was it Memphis? Yeah, it was Memphis.
Yeah.
Melo went to Syracuse.
It's a tough question.
Yeah,
there's no one.
It really is. Like you really do have to go into like that, like Kobe Bryant territory, and like if you count like dudes like Dirk, but Dirk
Kobe's
also
not
coming
in the
into
LeBron territory.
What'd you say?
I'm sorry. Dirk is not in the LeBron territory.
No, he's not. But at that point, like the late '90s, early 2000s, like European basketball was huge and everything like that, but it wasn't like literally LeBron James was the cover of Sports Illustrated for like every single year of high school. Like it's so yeah. I mean, Sal, I think you nailed it. Like Bryce Harper and LeBron James. You could probably throw Kobe in there, and I'm forgetting one, and someone's gonna bring it up to me, and it's gonna piss me off.
If you know, let us know.
Well, with that being said, we don't have much time left. So, Greg, as always, it is now time for your bald bet of the week.
I got to be honest, Sal. I missed you calling that for me because I missed you, buddy. It's great to have you back. It's great to be with the boys. Joey, we miss you too. Having said that, freshly shaved, as usual, bald bet. It's go time, motherfuckers. All right, bald bet. You know where it's going to, by the way, just so you know. I mentioned before that I wouldn't mention it. All right, we got Spain, Argentina. Spain is young, and they are so hungry. They are a very good team. They've beaten off, I would argue, the best team in the World Cup in France. All right, like they are so legit, and they scare me. So, like, honestly, betting against them to me is a stupid bet. But to be completely honest, I'm pretty stupid myself. So with that being said, Messi, back-to-back World Cup champion, baby. Argentina over Spain. Come on. I want it, and I need it. Give me it. I know, Chris, you love that one too, by the way.
I do.
Damn right.
I do.
Damn right you do.
I'm cashing in. I'm cashing in on that beautiful bald head, big dog.
And by the way, if anyone doubts Messi as the GOAT, they should put their asses to bed. Like it should have been. It should have been to bed a while ago. It should
You
have been
talk
to bed
that
a
shit,
while
son.
ago. But Chris, this should have been to bed years ago, right? Am I right?
Oh, well, for me personally, yes, I agree with you. But not everybody is not everybody are intellectuals like ourselves
Who?
here at the Goat
Ronaldo?
Pod.
Ronaldo?
Who's that bum?
And
Who's that
I
bum?
have an
I
afro.
can't wait till somebody comments on this video that's like loves soccer and just starts going in on it.
Well, who I show speed? Shut the fuck up.
Well, it was good. It was good to be back, boys. Excited to continue this. We'll be back next week. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, follow on all of the Goat Talk social medias. If you want to talk to Greg about his bald bet, make sure you leave a comment down or even send in a video, and you and Greg can talk about his bald bet. And
I hope you're bald like me.
but as always, stay tuned for the episode next week, and we'll talk to y'all soon.